Hello, it's Tuesday. I apologize, but sometimes it's just easier for me to make all the videos in one day when my mind is on it. So it's going to look like I'm wearing this dress for a solid week. Ha ha. Okay, I want to do something. So get to where you can stand up if you want to and participate in this little activity. Okay? I want you to stand up when you hear a true statement, and I want you to sit down when you hear a false statement about angels, okay? Angels are spiritual beings. Yes, stand up, okay? They have no physical bodies. Stand up, okay? Angels are messengers. Stand up. All angels appear with wings. Stay seated. Okay, people become angels when they die. Remain seated. That one's interesting because I have a mother-in-law, and well, most people have a mother-in-law that are married, but my mother-in-law always says, now, Nanny, she's going to be an angel when she gets to heaven. But that's not true. I think people hear things, think things, and they think that's biblical. That is not biblical. Let me say that again. People will become angels when they die. No, they will not. Angels are God's servants. Stand up. Yes. And angels are typically seen all the time. No, angels are not seen all the time. So stay seated on that one. Okay, I would like to read to you Daniel 10. So just kind of relax a little bit, and you will be answering questions on page 118 based on what I'm reading, but it's not going to be as exact and specific as what we were doing before. So you'll be able to listen to me, and then once the video's over, you can do that page on your own, okay? So I'm going to read Daniel 10. In the 3rd year of Cyrus, king of Persia, a message was revealed to Daniel, who was named I'm sorry that I don't know how to say this name. Belteshazzar? I don't know. I know I've heard it in my daily Bible reading, but I'm sorry, I can't say it right. And the message was true, and it referred to great conflict, warfare, and misery. And he understood the message and had an understanding of the vision. In those days, Daniel had been mourning for 3 entire weeks. I ate no tasty food, nor did any meat or wine enter my mouth, and I did not anoint, refresh, groom himself, take a shower, myself at all for 3 weeks. On the 24th day of the 1st month, as I was on the bank of the great river Hiddekel, which is the Tigris, I raised my eyes and looked, and behold, there was a certain man dressed in linen, whose loins were girded with a belt of pure gold of Uphaz. Okay? Now, how was the angel dressed? He was dressed in linen that had a gold belt around it. His body also was like beryl with a golden luster. His face had the appearance of lightning. His eyes were like flaming torches. His arms and his feet like the gleam of burnished bronze. And the sound of his words was like the noise of a multitude of people or the roaring of the sea. Okay, verse 6. Describe the appearance of the angel. His body was like a golden gemstone, his face like lightning, his eyes like flaming torches, and his arms and legs like burnished bronze or polished metal. Think about that for a minute. And I, Daniel, alone saw the vision of this heavenly being, for the men who were with me did not see the vision. Nevertheless, a great panic overwhelmed them, so they ran away to hide themselves. So I was left alone and saw this great vision, yet no strength was left in me, for my normal appearance turned to a deathly pale, and I grew weak and faint with fright. Then I heard the sound of his words, and when I heard the sound of his words, I fell on my face in a deep sleep, with my face toward the ground. Then behold, a hand touched me and set me unsteadily on my hands and knees. What happened to Daniel when the angel touched him? Daniel began to tremble. It said he was unsteady, and he fell to his hands and knees. Okay, it says, let me read that Bible verse again. Then behold, a hand touched me and set me unsteadily on my hands and knees. So he said to me, O Daniel, you highly regarded and greatly beloved man, understand the words that I'm about to say to you and stand upright, for I have now been sent to you. And while he was saying this word to me, I stood up trembling. It says, what did the angel tell Daniel to do? He told Daniel to stand. Why had the angel come to see Daniel? The angel had been sent to Daniel to speak to him. Then he said to me, do not be afraid, Daniel, for from the first day that you set your heart on understanding this and on humbling yourself before your God, your words were heard, and I have come in response to your words. What did the angel tell Daniel not to do? Not to be afraid. Why had God sent the angel to Daniel? Daniel had a humble attitude and wanted to understand God's plan. God sent the angel to tell Daniel about future events. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia was standing in opposition to me for 21 days. Listen to this. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia was standing in opposition to me for 21 days. Okay? Then behold, Michael, one of the chief of the celestial princes, came to me, for I had been left there with the king of Persia. Okay, listen to this closely. How long had the angel been prevented from coming to Daniel? 21 days. Who helped the angel continue on his journey? Michael, another angel, helped him overcome a fallen angel, the prince of Persia. Okay, basically, God had sent this angel 21 days earlier to minister to Daniel. He got kind of tied up, so to speak, in the realm, right? And he was at war with a fallen angel, okay? A fallen angel, I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, but a fallen angel is more like a demon, more like somebody who works for Satan, because Satan's a fallen angel, right? So you had the angel being sent from God down to minister to Daniel, and he got tied up because he was at war with this demon, someone who was of Satan, who didn't want him to come down to earth to minister to Daniel. So God sends another angel, doesn't he? Yes. And when he sends that angel, it says that Michael, another angel, helped him overcome and helped him fight that other fallen angel so that Daniel could be ministered to. So you ask yourself, what's going on in, they call it the principalities of the air. What's actually going on behind what we see every day? You know, if you're a child of God, there's angels. There may be angels fighting for you when you don't even know it. It's very exciting to me, actually. Okay, 14. Now I have come to make you understand what will happen to your people in the latter days, for the vision is in regard to the days yet to come. When he had spoken to me according to these words, I turned my face toward the ground and was speechless. And behold, one who resembled the sons of men touched my lips. Then I opened my mouth and spoke, and I said to him who was standing before me, O my Lord, because the vision, anguish has come upon me, and I have retained no strength. This is verse 16. What did the angel look like? What did he look like, guys? Hang on. And behold, one who resembled the sons of men touched my lips. He resembled a man, like we talked about in our lesson yesterday. Okay? For how can such a weakened servant of my Lord talk with such a being as my Lord? For now there remains no strength in me, nor has any breath been left in me. Then the one, Gabriel, whose appearance was like that of a man, touched me again, and he strengthened me. Didn't we talk about Gabriel yesterday? Do you remember? We talked about Gabriel being the one who spoke to Zechariah, who was John the Baptist's dad, and he's the one who spoke to Mary, who of course is baby Jesus, King of the world, his mother. So now Gabriel is, then the one Gabriel, whose appearance was like that of a man, touched me again and strengthened me. Now who's he talking to? Daniel, okay? But in the Bible, the way the Bible is laid out, it would have actually been the opposite. Daniel comes before. So Daniel, in the book of Daniel, Gabriel would have spoken to Daniel first, then Zechariah, then Mary. That's kind of the way it would have gone chronologically. Okay? Now, he said, "Oh man, highly regarded and greatly beloved, do not be afraid. Peace be to you. Take courage and be strong. For when he had spoken to me, I was strengthened and said, let my Lord speak, for you have strengthened me." How did the angel strengthen Daniel? He touched Daniel and told him to be strong. Okay, verse 20. Then he said, "Do you understand fully why I came to you? Why I came to you? Now I shall return to fight against the hostile prince of Persia, and when I have gone, behold, the prince of Greece is about to come." Besides acting as God's messenger to Daniel, what other job did the angel have to do? He had to be a warrior. He had to return to fight the prince of Persia. And again, the prince of Persia was who? Do you remember? He was the fallen angel. Okay? Let me go back and make sure that I didn't want to tell you anything else about this. Okay. Okay, let me, okay. Who was Daniel? Think about Daniel. When you hear Daniel, you think of Daniel in the lion's den right off the bat, don't you? Okay. He was a Jewish man who had been taken captive to Babylon. He loved the Lord and he served him. What did Daniel see in a vision? An angel. Name one thing about the angel's appearance. His body was gleaming. His eyes were like flaming torches. Did the angel appear as an animal or as a man? As a man. Why did God allow Daniel to see the angel? God heard Daniel's humble prayer for understanding. God wanted to give Daniel a message about the future events. Now, I would like for you to go down to 118. Follow along in your Bible as your teacher reads Daniel 10, which you've already done. Skim the paragraphs and look at the words in the box. Write the number of the correct answer on the lines, okay? I'm going to read to number 1 just to get you started. In Daniel 10, Daniel writes about a vision that he had of meeting with an angel. The angel that Daniel saw looked like a man. The angel was dressed in, does anybody remember? Linen with a gold belt. That's the first answer. And I think you guys will be able to take it from there. If you have any questions and you can't answer them, remember all the Bible verses that I read were in Daniel 10. And it's Daniel 10. I read verse 1 through 20. But actually the questions are going to be asked from verse 5 through 20. So if you need to take a look, you can. I actually realized that I did not have a NIV Bible at the house with me. So I was actually reading from the Amplified Bible that my daughter has that I like because it has big print. But I tend to use my phone a lot at school, don't I? But I'm videoing with my phone, so I didn't get to use it right now. So if you're following along with the NIV version and this didn't match 100%, that's okay. I hope you have a great evening. Remember, I want you working on 1 John 4:4 through the week. Just try to work on memorizing that Bible verse, and we'll talk more about that tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.